messes everything up and it anticipates everything that Drew's doing.
Oh boy, we're back.
Push the fucking
We're
button.
fucking back, boys.
Oh, you can't hear anything. Is it playing?
It is playing, baby.
Okay.
I can hear it.
God.
No, please don't hit stop. Please don't hit stop. This is the best intro we've ever had now.
Dude, I just...
That was amazing.
You can have this. I mean, I can hear it, but I just don't know when it's going to stop.
I'm going to stop it.
Why? No.
We're going to play it.
Yeah, play it, dude.
The 4 minutes?
You hit the intro.
Oh, that's right.
Let it play.
Let it play.
Let it play for 4
Let it
minutes.
play.
Who cares?
Let it play.
And I wonder if it's going to clip it all out like it usually does. Remember that? Like the intro's just like us just marbling over each other.
But that's because we were using the webcam.
I really can't hear anything.
Oh, it's off.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel, and this is episode 173. If you've been keeping track, we haven't seen you in around about 5 months.
Things have been going on, and this is, if you haven't noticed, we're face to face again. And
Why is that?
I was just saying, I don't know.
Why is that?
I don't know if I'm. Well, why is it what that you?
Why are
would
we
not,
face to face again?
Why aren't we?
Why are we?
I mean.
Well, let me just take the stage.
Oh, and we're trying this with no headphones for the first time.
So, you might notice we're face to face, like we said, right here in beautiful old sunny Austin, Texas. It's about 104 degrees outside. We're melting. And why are we here together? Well, about 3 months ago, some pretty crazy shit happened, and I am getting divorced. So I don't even know it's none of your fucking business what's going on, but that's why we took a little bit of a break. I am currently in the process of moving back down here so that I can continue this podcast with Douglas. But that is where we've been. I was going through it, and now I am still going through it, but I am doing a lot better, and I'm happy to be here and be back on this show and not talk about that ever again on here.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. I was a fucking mess for about 2 weeks. Then Douglas came down and Douglas came up.
I went up
and hung out with me and took me out of my funk for a little bit. And then he left, and I went right back into my funk. And so he came back and got me and brought me down to Cuero so I could spend some time with my folks and hang out and be there for Mother's Day and shit. And honestly, it's been a really weird adventure. And it hasn't been fun, and I can honestly say fuck her, but we're not going to get into that ever again.
If I may so much just wax poetic.
Yeah, wax poetic.
Interject.
No, interject.
Whatever the phrase may be. Yes, that's very bad.
It was very bad.
You're in a bad place. Still are. You're going to be in a bad place for a long time.
Comes in waves, baby.
Oh yeah, but these are big waves.
Big waves, like a surfer. Sean White.
Manic.
Man waves.
Man waves. Manic man waves.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds like a really good. What would that be? A movie?
It's like a porno.
Yeah, manic man waves. But with that said, I wouldn't change it for anything.
I wouldn't either. Listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you've been divorced, if you've gone through a divorce, if you've gone through a really crazy breakup, even
let's light these candles. That'd be nice.
Yeah, okay, let's light these
light
candles.
Nice candle. I'm gonna light these candles.
You get a lighter, light these candles. I'll tell the people what pain feels like. So, to be honest with you guys, I didn't see it coming, and I guess you could call it a blindside. But the truth of the matter is that in the past 3 months and looking back on things, it's fairly clear that we were sort of at a stalemate in our relationship, and she made the choice to walk away, and I honestly had no fucking clue what I was going to do. But the craziest thing is that through this, I've ended up getting so many opportunities in Austin that, like...
I don't know why I did it this way. I should have fucking brought the candle to the thing. This is a toothpick.
This
is nice.
Is that going to light?
I don't know. This is nice, though.
That is nice. I think this one probably not going to light. Anyway, so I ended up getting a lot of opportunities down in Austin, and nice. I've kind of just been keeping super fucking busy to keep my mind occupied, because, like, you know how it is. The second it's quiet or the second it's like nighttime and I'm just fucking laying there, then it kind of sucks. But it's been a really interesting adventure, and honestly, the past month has not been bad. it's had its moments, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to. I know I seem like weird talking about that, but it's fucking weird to talk about it, especially because anybody who's been watching the show long enough, Caroline's kind of almost been like a character on it, and she won't be anymore. She got written off this show.
Wait, what? It doesn't have to be that. Hey, it doesn't have to be like that.
But anyway, everybody who reached out to me, there was a lot of you guys who reached out to me on Instagram and on Facebook, and it meant a lot, and I really appreciate it. And you guys all really helped me out through a really fucking horrible time, and I appreciate it. And it sucks, but I'm ready to see what's next. So that's that. And we won't talk about that again.
Okay.
All right. That is honestly, I've been nervous just to get that out of the way the whole time, because I was like, dude, I don't have it in me to cry on a podcast. I don't have it in me to like bare my soul to on this silly podcast.
I would never want you to expose yourself like that. You know, this is about having fun and being silly, and me talking about me shitting my pants and getting mad at you, not about like. Well, I guess it is about you going like digging deep and like.
Well,
really,
occasionally we did.
Well, I gotta say, Joel, like I'm not going to air out any of your dirty laundry, but I mean, I've known you since for years. I don't think everybody that watches this or listens to this absolutely knows that.
Yeah.
But with that said, I've seen you. I saw you go through a world of hurt and a range of emotions, and it was. I must say, I felt like I grew closer to you.
Hey, man.
I
look,
mean that kind
no,
of.
I 100% mean that. I 100% mean that. There was a. I think Doug and I have been through a lot of stuff together as a friend group. We've been there when friends have passed, and we've been there when we've gone through bad breakups. And this was a new one for both of us. And Doug fucking stepped it up big time. Everybody really stepped it up big time. There was a couple of people who didn't step up at all, and I saw that. But I'm just kidding. Everybody stepped up. I just wanted to leave a little mystery in here. A little mystery. No, everybody was awesome. But the thing is, like, there's no, it's one of those things, like, there's no stopping it. And there's no, like, dude, my choices are to sit and dwell on it or to, like, let's go.
Sit and dwell or sit and spin.
Hey, I'm spinning daily. And all I could really have to say, like, honestly, the first thing that came to my mind when she left was, fuck! But the second thing that came to my mind was, fuck! And then after that, it was sort of just a downward spiral of emotions until I eventually just hit a peak of manic and came back up.
I do. I get it. I mean, I don't actually. I actually don't get it at all. But I mean, hey, dude, single life, bro.
Hey, listen, whatever.
Hey, I mean, all right, cool.
Hey, I want to know, but I'd like to know this. 8 years, I never saw a single ad for Bumble or Tinder or Raya or any of that shit. The second that I posted online that I was getting a divorce, every other fucking ad is for Bumble. And I'm like, listen, guys, that's what got me into this fucking mess in the first place.
Man, I'll tell you what, yeah, that was a long time ago. Man, that was 8 years ago, but...
Tenderoonies, man. We used to say, hey, bartendress.
Man, no, but yeah, being face to face and doing this, like, dude, that's freaking awesome. And this way you always was. And I remember, like, when you were leaving, how, like, I was pretty
pissed.
I was pretty upset. I wasn't mad.
Nah, you were like, dude, honestly, break up with her now, because if you marry her, you're stuck there.
No, I was saying it's a bad idea to go up there.
Well, and you had your reasons for thinking that. I think in the moment it was a good idea for me to go up there, but it actually probably contributed to. There was the fact of the matter is that there was nothing for me in Dallas. I was managing a retail store. I was I was sitting at home and managing a retail store and watching movies and shit. And I was willing to do it to support her. But now that I don't have to do that anymore, there is no way I will ever pretend like that wasn't the worst concrete hellhole of a city that I've ever lived in. And I tried. I would go into Dallas and I would go into Fort Worth and go into Arlington. And man, I
like Fort Worth.
Fort Worth was the only one where I didn't flat out go, I'm never coming back here. I went to Dallas twice. The first time I was like, I'm never coming back here. The second time I was like, why did I think that? And then I got there and I was like, oh yeah, I'm never coming back here.
I've never actually put boots to the pavement in Dallas.
It's just a metropolis hellhole, dude.
Well, I mean, I would like to go just like out there before. I've heard a lot of good things about Dallas, actually. Now that I'm older and now that, you know, with Power Trip coming from there and stuff, it's like, man, I'll give it a shot. Well, they're not from Dallas, I guess, or they're just from that area. But
I don't think Dallas is inherently a bad place, but I do think that it attracts the most bland of wealthy people. I mean,
it's a money town, that's for damn sure.
You know, what else is a money town? Austin. But I, for some reason, feel infinitely more at place here.
You know what's weird, though? Like, you leaving, like it's kind of weird. You left it like the perfect time for the prices to rise, and now you're coming back where the prices are kind of going back down. So.
Well, my goal, the main reason that I haven't actively started applying at apartments is because I'm waiting for those good UT offers for like, you know, where they're like lower the prices for the college students and shit.
Going back to college?
No, I don't think you have to prove you're going to college, do you? Is this on air? Is this live? We'll scrub this in post.
Yeah. You don't. I mean, college.
No, what I mean is, though, I do remember though. I can recall like apartment complexes offering discounts around like August, September.
Dude, there's a cool. I'll tell you something up there. I know, dude. I know a spot that would be awesome.
Go ahead and just let them know where it is.
I can't. I can't remember where it's at. It's over by St. Ed's actually.
I have to say this though, and you can. I'm sure you're just like you've been dealing with it every single day, but it has been an absolute trip to go to places in Austin. Like last week, I went with the boys down to South Congress and we ate at Guero's and shit, and that was miserable.
Yeah, I don't mess with it.
What happened? It's nothing but Lime scooters and TikTok dances and sidewalk vendors and a Hermes store. Or Hermes, or however you say it, and Lululemon and all this bullshit.
I don't know how to say it, but but that is wrong. But like, man,
I don't know how you say it.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not what it used to be, but I accept that things are going to change. There's nothing you do about it. You know, it's like if they're bringing that stuff to town or whatever, that's just opportunity for them to come spend money wherever I'm working.
Yep.
So I don't know. I always try to be. I'm the consummate optimist when it comes to change in towns and stuff like that.
Totally.
So I mean, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to go to Hermes or whatever it's called. Amanda. I was just gonna ask her how to say it.
I think it's Hermes.
Yeah. Whatever.
We have a computer in front of us. Why aren't we checking?
Oh yeah, dude. Here, use this. Speaking of Blindside, that was a movie.
The Blind Side?
Is it The Blind Side?
With Sandra Bullock? That movie fucking sucks.
But didn't she win an Academy Award for that?
Yeah, what the hell, dude? What the hell? She's done so many better movies than that weird white savior. Like, that was such a bizarre movie. And, like, my parents own it. And so
of course they do.
Well, I don't think they've even seen it. I pulled it out and I was like, why do you have this? And they're like...
Your parents watch it and they're like, this could be us.
We shouldn't have adopted a white kid. That's what they think.
Dude, I don't know what you're up to right now, but you're about to jack this all up.
Bing bong. What's the word I'm looking for? Pronunciation?
Yeah. Are you going to know how to say it with those? Do you know?
Hermes. I was right the entire freaking time.
Hermes.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it does.
I've got Hermes.
I got a case.
I got Hermes C.
I got a case of the screaming Hermes.
Oh man. You know what? I think let's just go ahead and air out some funny dirty laundry. Do you want to tell the story about headed back the no talking thing?
What?
Okay. Let me set this up.
The fucking
yeah. Let me set this up. Don't give the punchline away. Let me set this up. So, there are many medical marijuana. There are many vape stores in Texas who use the Farm Bill of 2018 to put out. We've talked about this before, to put out the things that use all the loopholes to essentially be weed without being actual THC Delta 9 or what have you, or having just 0.03% or whatever. But I didn't bring any of those things down with me when we first got to Cuero, and
these candles are pretty nice.
They're nice. I enjoy them. So my folks told me, hey, there's a bunch of vape stores in town now.
Like, you just thinking like during the fall time and stuff like that.
Oh, it'll be great.
And we're gonna do this more, right?
Yeah, every week. Okay. I would assume.
All right, cool. Shake on it.
Yeah. That was the grossest shake, dude. Clammy ass Angus hands. Dude, come on, bro. I got dry hand, bruh. No, I'm just kidding.
Look at these hands.
No, he's got working hands. Look at these hands.
That might be the first time I ever touched your hand in my life.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Is it?
Yeah, we've held hands or something. Or shook hands. So anyway, so my parents tell me, hey, there's these vape stores in town, and my parents live in an extremely small town, an extremely small conservative town.
My family lives in a small town too,
and so I go to one of them and I walk in and they have like next to nothing. They have like one shelf with a couple of things on it, and I tell the guy what I'm looking for, and he tells me, I tell him I'm looking for something with THC, A, C, P, Delta 9, 11, all that good stuff. And he sells me something. I'm sorry, this is a rambling story. There's a lot going on around us right now.
All right, hold on. Okay. I am so sorry to interrupt this again, but for everybody that's seen it, obviously there's always distractions and stuff in our show. We are in my apartment and my family is here. So it's like we're not just alone. So I mean, y'all are used to the boy making noise, but just saying.
We're in a family home now. So anyhow,
we put him away. He's locked away.
He's in the cage.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, he picked the lock.
He's getting back in the cage, right?
Yeah.
I locked it.
Thank you.
It's like Bart's secret brother in the attic. So anyway, I buy this vape pen from this really sketchy vape store in this really small conservative town, and it looks legit, and all the things it says it has in it are the things that I'm looking for. And so Doug picks me up, and we're cruising back to Austin, and I've not used it yet. So we're driving, and I hit it, and like to be clear, I hit these things like a lot. You know, like y'all know I smoke a lot, and they don't really do much in the sense of like they don't make me high school high or whatever you would call it. You know,
I don't know if that's what you would call it.
Well, you know, like how when you first start smoking, it's like insane. It lasts like half the day, and you eat everything. Anyway, so. We're driving and I'm hitting this thing and I'm talking to Doug about the divorce and shit and just kind of being moody.
I don't know if that's what you were talking about, bud.
To be honest, I don't know. Because about 30 minutes into me rambling, I realized that I am fucking flying. Like borderline shroom trip. Like could not come down to earth. I was absolutely flying and Doug's just driving and I'm trying so hard because I don't want to just be like, bro, I'm freaking the fuck out. And finally, I'm like, I go dead quiet, and I'll let Doug pick it up from there.
Okay, so Joel. you were I don't even know how to pick this up. So Joel said I ain't talking about divorce. Dude, but you were just not talking about it. You were going insane.
I felt like I was saying a lot, though. Like, I felt like I was really just letting a lot off my chest.
You were going bad shit. You were like, dude, I don't even know how to say what the hell is that. I don't even know what the hell to say you were talking about, dude, because you were just like on one and you were just staring straight ahead. You weren't even talking to me. You're just talking.
Talking into the void, probably. Just speaking shit into existence.
You were just talking and you start going, woo! Woo! You remember?
Of course I remember it.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But I was like just driving and I'm driving straight ahead. I was like looking at you. What the fuck? And you're just staring straight ahead. You're just like, and there's all this shit happening. And it's like, I just can't believe it's going on. Woo! Woo! And then you just screaming ahead, and you're just like, and I'm just like literally looking at you, and all of a sudden you just stop. You just stop, and it's probably about possibly 10 seconds of silence, max. And you just turn to me like this, but in the driver's side, you just go, hey, I know it's been a while since I probably said something.
I know you probably noticed I haven't said anything in a while.
So you probably noticed I haven't said anything in a while. But I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you remember, you were quiet for like 10 seconds.
Guys, I was fucking tripping.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't ruin that story.
No, you didn't ruin that story.
But like,
I was losing it.
It's just like, that's like, I was keeping it together. I'm like, man, I don't even know if I could say it, dude. Like that story and the story about Lincoln at the wedding. Sorry, didn't mean to bring up
that's
wedding.
fine.
But like, not too soon. I didn't mean to bring up your wedding, but like, that was a nice day though.
It was a nice day.
But with that said, those stories for some reason, man, they fucking get me. But dude, you were out of your mind.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it was nuts. And apparently, like, you did some fucking doinks out of fucking Guero, Texas, and then fucking.
But the crazy shit was, so that lasted about, I want to say like 20 minutes of like that full horrible like crazy feeling, and then it stopped, and I was like, well, I'm not doing that anymore. And then we got to Doug's house, and everybody went to sleep, and I was like, I'm going to do that again. So I did it again and just watched Seinfeld, and I was like, whoa.
Like, do you still have that pen, or did you throw it away?
No, I finished it.
Did you get another one?
No, because there's another vape shop when you first get into town coming from Victoria that has all the same stuff as like Dallas and Austin would have, and they actually know what they're doing.
There's 2 vape shops in Cuero.
There are 5, and there's a 6th one opening.
That's ridiculous.
And,
or whatever. Get your.
Well, it is a little ridiculous because there's zero
business on.
There's zero way that they're all making money. I imagine the one I got.
Sure, they're.
I imagine the one I got. This one.
I'm sure they're long.
I think one of them is. The one I went to yesterday was super legit, though.
Oh, the one that gave you the fucking wonky donkey.
No, not that one. That one's. I don't believe that one's legit at all. In fact, I don't believe those people even have a clue what they're doing. The people on the one when you first get into town. Awesome though, really fucking good spot, and surprisingly like knew what they were talking about and shit.
God.
And she didn't look. The worker there, though, I assume runs it, did not look like she's from Cuero. Like she had a ton of tattoos and like.
Probably not. There's a lot of people moving into Cuero that are not from.
It's the same thing they did to the Indians.
Dude, like the other day, the other day, somebody like walked into the bar, and my door guy's like, "He's from Cuero." And I went up to him, I'm like, "Are you from Cuero?" He goes, "No." I'm like, my door guy just said you're from Cuero. He goes, "Oh, I live in Cuero." Like, you couldn't just. I had to say.
People just moved to Cuero.
I had to say my door guy had to tell me that you're from Cuero before you just be like, "No, I don't live in Cuero. I'm not from Cuero."
But I live there.
Yeah. Like,
Why would you ever assume I know anything about Cuero, sir?
Like, I'm like, "Are you from Cuero?" He just goes, "No." Like, don't you want to say?
When you want to follow that
but I do live there.
Especially since it's not like.
I know Cuero.
Yeah, especially since it's not like San Antonio or a place that like people know about or talk about.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like,
That's weird.
Yeah, if it was like San Antonio or, pardon me, or like Houston, I'm like, somebody's like, "Oh, you're from Houston?" I would go be like, "You're from Houston?"
My door guy says you might be from H-Town.
Guess where I'm from?
Cuero. You from Houston? Oh, dope, dude. I'm from about 3 hours south. Hey, actually, can we take a second? I want to show off both of our hats because I'm loving both of our hats. Can you show the people your hat? It's very fresh.
Have I talked to you about this one?
Yeah, but I want you to talk to them about it.
Space City. All right, yeah, I'm a Mets fan through and through, but at the same time, I'm getting older. I want everybody to have a good time. I want everybody to have fun. And Link, the boy, is a Stros fan, and you know, I'm a Texan. My cousin, my best friend cousin. I don't know if I should have lit these candles. They're going a little bit haywire. Let's keep them going.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's fine. Is it gonna light this tree?
They're nice.
Yeah, well.
The winter time, though, the fall time, we're gonna have so many candles.
Oh, tons of candles.
so
many candles.
Yeah, so there's lots of candles.
It's just a million candles.
So with that said, I don't know.
Oh, so Space City. So, and he wants everybody to have a good time. The boy likes the show since he's a Texan.
Okay, and so like there's this jersey. Maybe I can get it. I would ask him to get it for me, but then it'll just be opening a can of worms. But like there's this jersey.
A candle worm?
A candle of worms. And so like there's this jersey and it says Space City on it. And apparently Houston's doing this whole entire marketing push, like nicknaming the franchise Space City.
I like it.
Houston. I'm like, that's cool. And it's like a Space City jersey if you see it. And I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna be a Stros. I'm gonna root for the Stros too with Link. It's gonna be fun, you know. Whatever. If somebody gets upset with me about it, whatever. I love the Mets too, you know. It's like so. It's like
lots of people coming for your head.
People have to chime in, but they're 2 different leagues too now, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
And so, like when I went to go see the Stros, I was wearing my Mets gear.
Dude, not to interrupt you, but
oh my god, I have something to show you.
I'll let you do that. I'm gonna let you finish. It's very similar to the King of the Hill episode where Boomhauer is on vacation, and the rest of the guys are getting his mail, and he gets sent a bobblehead from the Texans because he went to their training camp. And Hank's like, "Boomhauer, how could you? Just because the Cowboys have a bad season or 5 doesn't mean you jump ship." But they decide, since they're not in the same division and they're both Texas teams, that it'd be fun. And he goes, "And the only way we'll ever have to choose is if they fight each other in the Super Bowl, an all Texas Super Bowl. His will be done."
So, anyways, I was like, man, I'm gonna get that jersey. You know, I laid eyes on it.
The white one is making me nervous, bro.
The white one,
it's dripping wax into my monster.
Boy, that one looks like wonky.
You're a good boy.
Yo, good boy.
It's a good boy. Yeah, get on. Yeah, we don't want you no more. I'll take him on back and shoot him.
That was good. Okay, so and so I saw the jersey. I'm like, man, it's a little too much for me.
Was it just like too loud, or?
Yeah, like the sleeves. It's like perfect for a kid. But like, you know, I was like, man, I just
Yeah.
It said Space City. Excuse me. It said Space City on it. And so I'm at Enron Field or whatever. It's the first time I've been there for a baseball game. I've only been there for a Royal Rumble. Dude, I keep on calling it Enron freaking Field. It's Minute Maid Park.
Enron. I didn't even catch that.
Christ.
Enron.
And I love that they call it the Minute Maid Park. You know the nickname for it? What the locals call it? The Juice Box.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's great.
And so anyways, I got a lot to say about this actually.
Go.
Because the experience was just wonderful.
Go.
So anyways, and so like, I really want a Space City, something Space City. I'm like, it's just so, I just loved it. And so the thing that really amplified it, the Stros are obviously a championship franchise now. They won the World Series last year.
Right.
They won 2017. The community is behind it. And, you know, Austin now has the MLS has Austin FC, which I'm obviously a huge fan of.
Right.
Really excited about it. And everybody, if you listen to the old episodes, you know my passion for it.
I believe it brought you to tears.
It did.
On one episode.
It did. And there's a reason I haven't been going. I've only been to 3 games this season. It's because when I go to that stadium, I turn into. It's just the biggest drunk tank you'll ever walk into.
Hell yeah!
And so I'm like, man, I'm like drinking myself to death here. So I'm like, I have to take a break, you know. So even yesterday, I was like wearing my jersey and stuff. People like, you going to the game? I'm like, nope, I'm not. I have to manage my liver, and so.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
You're good. Gross, but that was bad.
I had a little bit of spittle.
You want some? Okay. Never. So anyways,
Were you gonna offer me a saltine cracker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good on.
So I was in the where I'm at. Okay. So I'm in the Juice Box. It's a Wednesday. It's a Mets game. I'm wearing my Mets gear. Oh, and there's a ring. So it's, when they win the World Series, I don't know if every franchise does this, but they do like ring giveaways. And every person that walks through, they give them a replica of like the wing. And I got the Bergman ring. And so I was like, oh, cool. You know, I'm like, and the place is packed on the Wednesday. And there's a bunch of Mets fans there too and stuff. Baseball's put a new set of rules in that started.
Wait, so they were playing the Mets when you went?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
It was Joseph's birthday. My cousin.
Right.
And so it was me, Joseph, and his wife, Katie. And we're just having a blast, you know, and then anyways, and then every section has a different merch thing and everything. And so I got this hat. I found this. I saw this hat. I'm like, it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
And I got it.
Great.
And I love it.
I love it.
And that's it. That's it for the hat story. And I love this hat. I wear it all the time now. It has 3 different technologies in there, patented technologies for like wicking, cooling, and all this stuff. Whatever. And so it's a 47 Space City. And so anyways, and so dude, but the back to the stadium or the field, the park, right?
Yeah, the park.
And so
Stadium.
dude, it's packed. So much energy. Winning franchise. People are going nuts. I'm like, dude, it was so cool. And you're walking around, like, dude, and everything is like, I'm like, dude, you know, I've been to Fenway, I've been to Shea Stadium, I've been to the one in Baltimore. I haven't been to many stadiums, but there's just something about that. But the reason I was talking about Austin has like the MLS and stuff now, and we have a team or whatever. But that's like the stadium's like out of town and stuff like that. So like these old.
Sir, where is the stadium?
Up by the Domain.
Okay.
And so like these older cities that have like franchises and have more than just one franchise, like good example, Houston, the Stros, the Rockets, and the Texans all essentially play in town.
Oh, why I'm yawning so much, bro. I slept my ass off.
You might be bored.
It is kind of boring.
Or there might be a monoxide leak in here.
Shit.
Oh, I'm yawning. So anyways, so what I'm getting at is going to Houston, there's like a lot of energy there. You know what I mean? Like in like these buildings and these stadiums are like a part of their like community, and like just like walking up to them. So there's a lot of energy. Everybody's wearing the gear. Everybody looks good. Everybody's having fun. A lot of energy, and I really, really like that.
Yeah, totally. It's impossible not to have fun.
And like, I mean, honestly, dude, like it's awesome. Like during the game, like yesterday, everybody's wearing green and black, or everybody's wearing green. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody gets on the train. They're all wearing their jersey. It's like really, it's a lot of camaraderie that I'm really. But Houston, they have a lot more of it because they have 3 separate teams. You know what I mean? So it's, I don't know, it's just something really special
it's a
about
sports city.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a sports city, and I
totally.
think that's really cool.
No, for sure.
That's it.
For sure.
That's all I'm looking at.
It's weird because LA is the same now when they've got their football team and their fucking Lakers and the fucking.
They got Lakers, Clippers. They got the Rams
right, they've
now.
got the fucking two hockey teams.
They
If you
got
count the
the
Ducks
Dodgers.
And Anaheim.
Yeah, they got. I guess. I mean, you can tell me more than
I know, dude. When I left,
But I guess Angels is Anaheim.
that's Anaheim.
But-
So Angels and Ducks would be Anaheim, but I feel like they're it's all fairly relative. But yeah, I feel like I've never lived in a city really where it's like that because LA is just too big to feel that way there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I only went to Lakers games and Dodgers games. I didn't go to any other sports.
Have you been to Boston?
No.
Oh, dude, you got.
I'm obsessed with the East Coast, probably more because I've never actually been there.
Oh, dude, I'll take you to Boston.
I want to, and I'll say this because now I get to actually think these things again. My dream is to end up in Maine, living in a house that sees a lighthouse and some water and just fucking eating seafood and dying there.
It might be touristy as fuck, but dude, Amanda has gotten me hooked on probably more than she intended to the point where I'm really excited about
Massachusetts,
it. Massachusetts?
Salem. I was just thinking of where y'all went.
No, listen. If you go to a new city, it might be touristy as fuck, but take a ghost tour,
Yeah.
dude. A walking one.
Well, you see so much history there, regardless.
And it's like, it doesn't matter what the stories are telling you. And even if you don't like the stories or whatever, and they're like, are the guides not the best? You're literally walking through that city like that. You know, it's a little touristy. But like, we went on one in Salem. Mm-hmm. So cool.
Yeah.
Had a blast. Went on one in Boston. I had a blast.
There's one here with the Driscoll and all that shit.
Yeah. The one in New Orleans, kicked ass. It's so much fun. Yeah, it's like I said, touristy as fuck, but it's a great way to see the town. What are you fucking laughing at?
I'm just laughing at. The only reason I know that is I'll tell you later.
And so, anyways, and then take a ghost tour. But no, if we go, I'll take you to Boston. But here's
If we take a ghost tour though, can it be an adults only ghost tour so I can ask questions about like do they ever
are
come
adults
or
only.
anything like that? Did the ghost ever come?
succubus.
Do they ever
Incubus.
just leave a big blast of cum? Hey,
dope
if you know, you know. Leave your favorite. I think you should leave quote down below in the comments. Currently, I'm here just for the zip line and that thing.
So,
I really love that show.
hold on, I'm not done.
I know you're not. I just had to say it.
What was I saying?
Boston, you're going to take me there.
Oh yeah, so like it's back to like that's another good town. I mean, I guess Gillette Stadium is like nowhere near it, but it's in Foxborough.
like Penn Gillette?
Yeah.
He is sick.
And so the thing about that town's like Fenway is like I took the Fenway tour and I have been to a game as well there, but like forgive me, I might be wrong, but I think the stadium was there. Or no, the community was like already built in and they had to build the stadium like in it.
Okay.
Like all those years ago. So
Okay.
it's like has this like really so when you go by Fenway Park, it feels like it's not like, oh, there's a baseball field right there. It's like there's Fenway Park and it's a part of the community. Like it just feels like integral.
I feel like Wrigley Field is probably the same.
Yeah, I would
vibe,
imagine
right?
so.
Yeah.
But it's like integral, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like in I guess, you know, if you see like Minute Maid Park, whatever, it's like, yeah, it's integral. It's like part of the downtown. But it's like
it wasn't a integral part of the building of the city.
yeah, I don't know.
it.
It's like there's like a weird thing. So like when you're
There's
there,
a ton of history with Fenway and with
so it's
Wrigley.
really cool, man.
Yeah, no, that's fucking awesome. I love shit like that. I know it always surprises people. Look, I'm not a fan of going to football ever. I'm never going to be a fan of going to football games. I don't like the atmosphere. I don't like the game of football.
I've never been to a pro game.
I've been to a couple Cowboys games. And
What?
Yeah, me and my dad went to a couple. I just don't enjoy that atmosphere. I don't like football. So I just can't get past that. But baseball games, hockey games, fucking basketball games, all so much fun, and I love going to them. And I don't think it has to do much with the sport. It has to do with the vibes and the like.
Well, I hope this is picking you up because you're a football fill away from that microphone.
Oh, I think it's picking me up. I've been really projecting my best voice. I think we're doing okay. Yeah. And look, here's the thing: if you don't like this episode, feel free to unsubscribe. We'll be back next week.
All 17 of you.
All 17. Feel free to unsubscribe.
Dude, it's
just
funny.
leave a fucking comment, guys. Can y'all help with the engagement? Look, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. 173 fucking episodes. Can you guys get down there and talk a little bit?
Please.
Don't just DM us. Talk to us.
Please.
I mean, still DM us, guys. But we got to get this fucking engagement going on the YouTube.
So here's the thing about that, though, is like even it's hard for me to engage. It's like, it's like
I don't engage on YouTube too much.
But it's like there is a vulnerable element to doing that because it can be such like all the big comments and stuff. It's like a freaking shooting.
Oh, of course. Well, here's the good news for anybody commenting on us. You're going to be the only comment, so it's not going to be too pressure.
And I guess Joel mentioned, I don't know if y'all remember, but Joel mentioned why we've had a pretty good gap between this episodes. But like, we have lost a lot.
Did I mention?
We haven't had a lot of engagement, but at the same time, we're still have listeners coming and visiting, so it's been pretty good.
That's true. And
it's weird though, and I'll bring this back up, and it's probably something I should let go. Our audios are like substantial.
Oh, I know.
Compared to like people to our YouTubes and stuff like that.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say a big part of why our YouTube doesn't do as well as really anyone else's podcast channels on YouTube is because we did not have good. It wasn't appealing to look at. I feel and we did the best we could. And even this, I like this a lot, but we are aware that we need to build this up a lot more visually. And frankly, that was one of the things that we talked about that I was excited about was, it's not like we took a couple weeks off. We've been gone for months. So we get to kind of come back with a clean slate, and we're not doing the fucking virtual shows anymore. So like this thing will pick up. But please go hang out on the YouTube.
And it's nice because we've always been able to. It's always better when we're face to face. But like, also we talk about it all the time, dude. But we might as well just really start talking about the show. Maybe people can start throwing up some recos. We are looking for
my nipple. We are
looking for that third nipple.
My shit is hard.
No,
as
we're looking
rock
for
right
we're
now.
looking for a third person.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Somebody who really get in on the ground floor.
Yeah, this is your time. I don't want your life. So get a different life and come on down to I Didn't See It, But I Believe You.
We're taking applicants.
We're taking Adderall.
It's just somebody not.
No,
we don't want you to
not.
talk. We just need you to help us out with like.
No, you can. If you have something funny to say and we kick it over to you, you're gonna have to talk.
Yeah, speak,
boy.
God damn.
No, don't worry. It'll. So I couldn't help but notice you've got this calendar hanging up here. I meant to ask you. I completely forgot you went on that little vacation. How was your camping trip?
What?
Didn't you go camping the 10th through the 13th?
Oh my God, yeah. I wasn't camping. Everybody's saying camping. We stay in a cabin.
Oh, well, you were like, I'm going camping.
Yeah, Lincoln likes to call it camping. So that's So
it's 106 degrees right now.
Oh no, it was lovely.
No,
my whole
right
family
now
was.
It's 106 degrees.
Damn. No, it's not.
Doesn't that say 2 p.m. 106?
No, it's at 6 p.m.
Oh,
that's the thing about you.
I can barely see.
We'll chalk it up.
Yeah, your list is currently empty, by the way.
But you're just like, hey,
here's a lie.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit, though.
Here's
because
a fun lie.
By the time that anyone hears the only time anyone's going to be able to hear this is probably starting at like 4 or 5 by the time it gets up.
So before we start this freaking conversation, I hit record, we were talking about something. I don't think you were lying, but you're just wrong.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Like, you're hard to talk to today.
No, it wasn't that. It's just that I need you to understand in that particular situation that I know what you're saying and I agree, but I got to see what I'm working that situation because it's what I want. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all. It's not just some shitty retail job. Like, I want to be there to build this thing up.
Not that.
What are you talking about?
The
credit union?
Yes.
Fuck off. I was telling the truth about that too. I don't know if I'm just stupid, but they straight up told me it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. Doug disagrees with me about something regarding credit unions.
It's just, anyways, you're like, oh, you're hard to talk to today.
No,
I'm like, well, you're just.
Yeah, you're a little bottle of.
I'm freaking, dude. I have been so productive these past few weeks.
I think that's going to your head though.
How's that going to my head? I'm getting stuff done, so it's like,
I walked in and you were like, I'm an adult. I got it. What the fuck is behind me? No.
That hat rack is like separating.
No.
You like on my hats? Look at that top one.
Oh, should I bust it down for the people?
It probably brings you bad memories, but.
No, it doesn't. Bust it down for the people.
Oh, yeah. It probably, speaking of hats, dude, you look good buzzed up.
Hey, yo, check it out. I'm bald, yo. What y'all think? Look at
that. Look at I got hair plugs put in.
So I got a new hat too. Check this shit out. I was at Walmart and they had this joint. It's just Snoopy on top of the earth. It says keep it green.
Oh, dude, that's
Sick
cool.
as fuck. This shit
Dude,
was $9.
let me see that.
$9 at Walmart. I couldn't believe it, bro. At Walmart.
Oh man, that is.
It's nasty, right? Yeah.
There's this. This is probably gonna annoy a lot of people.
Go for it.
I came up with a new. I had a new hobby. It's been like, well, I've always been into it when I was younger, because of my father. But then like lately, like the past like 2 or 3 years, I've been really into it.
What?
Or the past year, most certainly, or past year and a half, watches.
Oh yeah.
I know it's gonna annoy a lot of people, but I'm not gonna nerd out on a watch or anything right now. But the Snoopy, there's an Omega.
Oh, I know, I saw it.
Dude, it is the fucking.
I get all that shit.
Everybody's like, I want on my dream. Like, if your dream watch is a Rolex, go for it. You know, but you know, it's like, my dream watch is a Snoopy Speedmaster by Omega.
That'd be sick.
Dude, they are just to me the coolest.
I want that Kermit one.
I saw one in real life yesterday.
No way.
Did I tell you that?
No.
Dude, why are you talking about the Kermit?
Yeah, go for it. Pull it up. Doug never talked about watches to me ever until.
Hey, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, it's recording. We're gonna. Okay, it says recording.
Well, what did it do that made you gave you pause?
It stopped.
Did it do?
Well, it did the hamburger 3 dot.
I think it's when we're moving this. It's
okay. Well,
yeah.
we'll make
when
a
I
note
moved
of it.
to see when the camera after the boy kicked it, it was doing that too.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. So anyway, so right around the wedding, Doug was like, "Hey, we're getting you a watch," and I was like, "Awesome." I didn't really know too much about it, but ever since then,
I didn't tell you we're getting your watch. I just showed up and gave you a watch.
no, you asked me all kinds of questions about it before you ordered it.
No, I would never do that.
You 100% did. You asked me what color I liked better of these 2 different colors. Yeah, you did. You totally did. Anyway, and it's wonderful, and I bust it out anytime I got a button up on.
I apologize for ruining the surprise.
No, that's fine. I love it. And but ever since then, Doug has just been on this tangent, this tear with watches, and it's fascinating. He's shown me a lot of shit I definitely didn't know. Frankly, do you guys realize that like watches are extremely fucking expensive, even if they have silly characters on them? When Doug was like, "I'm going to show you this Kermit watch," I was like, "Sick! Finally, a watch I can afford." Probably. Nope. Turns out, can't afford it.
Okay, but there's a reason for it because like a lot of these he's literally referring to Kermit the Frog, and like the thing is though, a lot of these people, a lot of these brands, they just nope, not that screen, dude. They changed the site so much for the better.
Yeah, totally.
I can already tell you that. Perfect. Okay, so here it is. Dude.
That's normal.
Okay, let's see. So the watch that hopefully pulls up, or might even be on the screen. There it is. So this is the Kermit that we're speaking of.
Beautiful,
Gorgeous,
lovely lime
dude.
green face.
There's a lot of people that like it and a lot of people that don't.
It's loud.
And dude, I hate talking like that. I hate when people are like, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's like sometimes
No,
you
but
just win.
that's an obvious choice.
But like, okay.
It's very loud.
All right, and so like, if I'm just gonna scroll through. If you look at the date window, the first day of every month is gonna be Kermit. It's literally Kermit, and so look how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
Like that
Expert
mechanism,
craftsmanship.
Yeah, absolutely. And Oris is like a brand that like, this is a kind of brand that people, watch nerds love.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It is strangers in the watch world. They're very expensive, but there's very, very expensive watches. So this watch is actually, no spoiler alert. Spoiler alert or whatever. Just be honest. I don't know what the price is. Oh, it's $4,600. So this is crazy. Like this is not a watch.
Extremely expensive.
This is not a watch you'll ever see on my wrist. You know what I mean?
No.
But the thing is, this watch is really fun and whimsical and really exciting. And the reason I say it like that is because it's just so much fun. And they even say in the comments, like, "Oh, we just want to inspire everybody to have a good day." Or
well,
whatever.
I think a big part of it is also, and it's no surprise because it's really kind of infested everywhere. But it's our generation that's making these choices now.
Yeah, so
it's the same kids who grew up with the Scooby-Doo watches that are now like, "Hey, what if we did that, but for adults?"
So my hobby has become looking at watches, and I have a small collection I've been working on, but
smattering, would you say?
Quite affordable. And then what's smattering?
Like a grouping.
Like windows, yeah,
very
sure.
grouping.
But like window shopping watches is kind of my nerd thing now.
I love it.
And what has been. But anyways, this band on these Pilot X's are really cool, and I really like those. So anyways, these watches are really hard to come by. Now they sold out quickly, and then
Wild.
there's this jewelry store over in Oak Hill that I looked up, and it's like they're like sell Orises and stuff, and it's like, and it's really cool. And I'm like, man, I would always like drive down. I'm like, man, I'm too nervous to walk in there in windows because I'm obviously gonna just go in and look. I felt bad to go in and waste somebody's time. And it's like these watches, I can see how people be like, man, fucking $5,000 for a watch. It's like, I'm not paying that, but still, I want to admire it.
Yeah, totally.
And there are some people that work these businesses that need to sell these $5,000 watches to support the families and stuff. Especially these old school jewelry stores, like the one I'm talking
Where it's
talking
all
to.
based on commission and
Yeah,
shit.
well, or just and their sales in general. And it's like, it's a mom and pop shop. They don't make. And there's this misconception on anything expensive, or even car, or maybe cars, maybe that might be a little bit different, or houses. But when it comes to like these things that are like $5,000, they're like, chances are they're making $500 off the sale.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And that's still getting taxed.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're not making $3,000. Like they can't cut you these deals that you think they would.
Right,
They're not
right.
buying these watches for $100 and selling them for $4,600. But anyways, with that said, I did go see this one. And I walked in and I was like, oh, dude, I got a Kermit. The guy was really cool. And he's like, man, yeah, these are really hard to come by right now. I'm like, I heard that. And he pulled it out for me. I didn't get to touch it or anything, but he did take it out of the case for me and let me get real close to it, dude. And it is cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyways, and that's it. And
That's awesome, though.
And so this is it's not my dream watch necessarily, but it's like a really cool watch.
All right. So I actually want to. Yeah, we're good. We're good. See, it's got the timer still going. It's good. Listen, if there's a couple drops in here, suck it, nerds. We'll figure it out next week.
Why are you being so mean? You were kidding on me before I hit record about being really hard to talk to today.
Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them.
But the customers and the Sigma nuts and Ligma nuts, they're just
by the
to have them back.
By the way, if you guys want your Sigma Nut and Ligma Nut badges, we need your addresses. So hit us up. Okay, so I want to preface this by saying I learned of this news story literal minutes before we went on the air. And I learned about it from someone's story on Instagram. They had clipped the headline, and I thought, surely this is a joke. So I Googled it. And no, 2 hours ago, ABC News posted this. So everybody knows about, I'm sure everybody has heard about the uprising of the orcas.
Yes.
Okay, and how they're fucking taking down all these fishing boats and yachts and shit. And more power to them, man. Eat the rich, guys. We support you up here on land. And for one, I welcome our orca overlords. But today, ABC News. Oh yeah, today ABC News posted this.
I don't know why I want you to use the mouse so bad. I just think it's great. The mouse. Guys, and thank you so much for tuning back in. Please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. And if you want to listen to us just audio, you can definitely find us on Spotify. The video is on Spotify as well. But, dude, when you're driving around, give us a listen. Follow us on there. All the Canadians, we missed you. I hope that everything's well up there in the top hat of America.
Cool. If you want to go ahead and share that, I'm ready for you. We may need to stop whatever that is from playing, though. Yeah, go ahead and stop that. You can't hear anything? Okay. But make sure they can see the headline.
Okay, Joel.
You guys are going to lose your mind when you read this headline. It's fucking insane.
This is ABC News.
All right. Cruise line apologizes after dozens of whales slaughtered in front of passengers. Apparently,
Oh, my God.
This cruise ship docked directly next to the finale of a traditional whale hunt in this region, and they slaughtered like 40 whales in front of these passengers.
Are they islands off of Scotland?
I think we'd have to scroll through. I didn't get that far in the article, but I did see that the cruise line apparently works with this company called Orca to stop this, but they just can't. They don't have the ability to stop this. I can't even imagine. That is horrible. That's fucking horrible. Whales are just beautiful, wonderful
Faroe
creatures.
Islands.
Yeah, I'm in UK waters. I didn't know.
Told you. I knew it.
I didn't know that got down like that
Dude,
over there.
no, like it's like once a year, they like,
Cut that off.
huh?
You can stop sharing it.
Like once a year, these fools like the whole community like just runs out of their houses like into the water with these hooks and like because they come into the shallow waters to breed.
Yeah.
And they like hook them and drag them on and they butcher them like it's the whole town.
What?
Yeah, and they butcher and they keep and they live off the meat for a year,
days,
dude. And so
that's fucking crazy.
you know how I heard about this?
How?
That weird dude that's a
Al?
Yeah, the food eater, Sonny. Best food I ever ate guy.
Maybe.
He wears the bandana.
Yes. Me and my dad watched the shit out of him.
Dude, he's
talking about the guy who goes to like weirdest fair foods and all that stuff. Man, yeah, I'm obsessed with that dude.
He's the one who kind of did this, and his approach is, these are culture who are we to interject in anybody's culture and tell them what to do. But that one's tough.
That's tough, dude. That's tough. I have you guys seen The Cove? Have you seen The Cove? Me and Jeff, I think, tried to get you to watch it many years ago. It's a documentary.
I know about it, but I've never seen it.
Documentary about dolphin hunting in Japan, or I believe, and it ends with just a slaughter of dolphins that you have to listen to, and it is. After that, I was like, holy shit, I did find something that I just absolutely can't find a redeeming factor in, and it's killing marine wildlife for no reason.
I mean, it's tough, man.
Wild shit, dude.
Yeah, I would never kill a whale, but I do eat fish, but they're mammals.
You know what, though?
I eat mammals, too.
I'd kill a megalodon.
Bro, I've been trying to watch Meg.
Me and my dad just watched that the other day. I love that movie.
It is
fucking awesome.
Good, but I just watch it when I'm like falling asleep.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm like, it's turned into a freaking episodic series for me.
It's so deeply stupid, and it's so rooted in the dumbest science.
They have some heavy hitters in that movie, though. Is that by design, or is everybody desperate for work?
No. It's by design. So here's the deal. That movie made a ton of money. It has a sequel coming out in like 2 weeks that also is probably going to make a ton of money, but it doesn't make that money here. It makes it overseas. That's why there's those two Asian actors are extremely famous. The main girl and her dad, very famous. So that's how it makes so much money. But it's not really a weird thing that it's popular here either, because that's based on a series of books that have been around for 30 years that people have been begging for movies to be made of.
What are the book's called?
The Meg.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
They're just different variations on that. But the new one, the trailer for the second one, have you seen the trailer for the second one? It's full on like Meg versus T-Rex and underwater monsters. And Jason Statham has these crazy boots and hands, like gloves now that he can fight them underwater. It looks fucking awesome. I love shit like that. Give me more of that.
Dude, dude, that'd be a fun game.
I play this, dude. Why has there never been a good game? Like, I'm not talking Subnautica where I have to literally plot my survival underwater or like things like the Jaws game where you're the shark. I want a game where you're underwater, there's Cthulhu's and Megs and sharks, and you just got to not die.
Subnautica is
too hard.
Fascinating. Yeah, but those
hard.
kind of games, like remember Markiplier when he was doing it?
Yep.
Like that was really fun to watch. Like when I was like just drunk and bored. But like
I can't do it. I just don't care to pee and eat and drink and breathe and stuff in a game. It's so fucking boring to me.
There's a game that's called Monster Boy that I like playing.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. There's a game called The Forest and Sons of the Forest, which is actually really scary and really well made, but you have to do so much garbage survival stuff that I just don't have any interest in it. Since I haven't been able to give any recommendations in months, I'm just going to bang 2, 3 out real quick. You guys got to go see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Awesome movie. You guys do not have to go see The Flash or Indiana Jones, especially Indiana Jones. That movie was dog water. The Flash was fine, but it'll be on Max in like a week. No Hard Feelings, Jennifer Lawrence, full frontal nude fight scene. Fucking hilarious movie. Really good, really cute. And Beau is Afraid is still the best movie I've seen this year. Indiana Jones, it can't be said enough how fucking terrible that movie was.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. But
you don't need to.
Hamilton put out a watch for the movie.
Really? An actual Dial of Destiny? That's cute.
Question. What is it like? Wait, hold on. What's the full frontal? What?
I knew we were coming back to that.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
So Jennifer Lawrence is in this movie called No Hard Feelings. It's a comedy. We haven't had a comedy come to the theaters and succeed in years, and it actually did pretty well. Do you remember a couple years ago when there was that viral ad that was going around that was like, date our son and we'll buy you this car or whatever? It was on, someone saw it on Craigslist and it went super viral. It was a real ad, but immediately Jennifer Lawrence bought the rights to it. And so they started making a movie about what if somebody's parents were so
bought
desperate.
The rights to what?
To that, story to that ad. She contacted the people of the ad and found out like, yeah, and she just thought it was a fascinating thing. So the plot of the movie is these parents, their son is 19, he's going away to college, but he's very introverted. He's never been with a girl like in any fashion. And so they put an ad out that if you date their son, they'll give you this car. And Jennifer Lawrence is in her 30s and answers it. And they're like, okay. She's like kind of skeezy and kind of just like rough around the edges, just really needs the money in the car and shit. And so she's like just going to bang him out, but they end up falling in love or whatever. Or spoiler alert. But halfway through or not even halfway, like a third of the way through the movie, she wants to go skinny dipping with him. And he's a huge pussy about it. And she gets completely naked and gets into the ocean. And I can't remember what sets it off, but somebody tries to fight him. 2 people come to fight him while he's on the shore and she's in the water, and she just goes full Hulk and runs out of the water butt naked and beats the shit out of like 3 people. And it's just, everything's out there. And it's like, actually,
it's her?
Yeah. And it's like a super, kind of a brave scene for her to do, bro. She's just kicking ass, fucking swinging her legs around, just butt ass naked, bro. And so the movie has a pretty hard R for that. But it's a really funny movie. Maybe like if you're watching it with your parents, skip that part or something, or not, or pause it.
One time I was watching Mulholland Drive at my house when I was living with my parents. This is years ago.
Oh, God, that's not a movie I'd be playing at my folks' house, bro.
I wasn't watching it with them.
No, I know. I'd just be afraid when they're going to walk in. All of my life, I have the worst luck with people walking in at
I feel like I've said this
worst moments.
I feel like I've told the story before.
Maybe not on air.
But, and then like I was watching it in the hardcore.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Lesbian scene. Watching that. Mom just walks in my room. Like, hey,
you
Mom.
switch it real quick to porn.
I'm literally going, and like I'm like, it's like, Mom, it's not what you think this is. It's a movie. It's not. And Mom's going, oh my, and like just turned around and like walked out. Like the next day, I was like watching Mulholland Drive again, or like a couple days later, I was watching it again, and it was the part where she like lights on fire, like in the spontaneous combustion. Mom just walks into my room again, and that's happening.
So you switch it back to porn.
Like, it's not, I'm going, Mom, it's the same movie. She's like, you're watching the same movie.
You're like, yeah, it's fucking good.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, I feel really good about this episode. I just want to say that if you're back, if you listen to this, thank you so much for sticking around. We appreciate all of you so much. I appreciate all of you so much. Again, anybody who reached out to me, and a lot of you did reach out to me, and I thank you so much. So,
oh no, don't push your button in. I got something to say.
I'm not going to. So, but as long, barring any fucking terrible things that happen, there should be an episode once a week for the next 2 weeks. Eventually, I have to go back to Dallas to get all my stuff. I will be gone for a full week, but we'll cross that bridge in a couple weeks.
I will say, yeah, Joel, I'm happy that we're doing this again. And again, it does suck. All jokes aside, tough for Joel, and we got his back. Please send him your love, and and let's get this show back on the road. And
also don't fucking, no hate towards her at all. Like, please don't. I not like you would anyway, but I want to be clear. Like, I'm just letting that whole situation ride.
Yeah. It's y'all are grown-ups.
Yeah.
With that said, yeah, let's get this show on the road. And yeah, if y'all have any ideas of a third person or whatever, definitely throw it out there. And I'm actually about to start working on Spirits Guy with Doug Blank again. So,
the drinking show.
Yeah, you're going to be my second man on that too, by the way.
I love that. I'm in.
I mean, do you want to be on it?
Yes, of course I do.
But then that's a lot of Doug and Joel.
Well,
you can be behind the camera.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Or maybe we can just do segments or whatever.
Segments.
All right, guys.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to another episode of IDSIBIBY. I Believe You. Push the goddamn button. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel. Thanks for listening.
Oh, subscribe here.
And now let's do the thing where we pretend to talk.
And like here or whatever. Subscribe here. Remember the button?
Oh, yeah. Push those things.
Yeah.